Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. I mentioned earlier in my video that while we had here a very slight overlap of wave 4 and 1, I wouldn't change the wave count because there are some other exchanges where there wasn't an overlap, and also it was only a very slight overlap. So I actually wanted to leave the chart as it was, indicating that we finished the wave 4 up here with that wave E of that triangle A, B, C, D, E. We then came down here in a wave 1, we moved up in a wave 2, we came down in a wave 3, we moved up in a wave 4. Borderline, absolutely borderline that this still counts as an impulsive wave down, but I'll leave it for now, but I'll make you aware of the alternative that would get activated should we move higher. So for now, this is, because it also turned down, I would like to keep the chart as it is, because we actually broke here to the downside. As you can see, out of this, yeah, you could call it a channel, might even be an ascending wedge, but it broke here to the downside, and as you can see here on the 1 hour chart, looks a bit like that we actually are coming down. I mean, the problem is here you can draw it in different ways. You know, we could even draw it like that. Here we're probably still in the channel. Maybe that's even the more valid one. But still, we have turned down. We have come down. Looking like this, it actually looks more like a channel. But based on this, we are now still in this channel, on the lower end of the channel, back around $45, $45.60. And yeah, if now a breakout to the downside of this channel occurs, and then ideally even a breakout below the 39.84 level, then I think we can be very certain that the wave 5 is on the way. I mean, even a breakout to the downside of the channel here, which would be pretty much at $45, yeah, would already indicate that the wave 5 has started here to complete then the overall correction to the downside. Solana, one of the few cryptos that actually hasn't moved up a lot in the last few days. And here we can see very clearly that not all cryptos are moving in the same waves. We had some that recovered a lot in the last few days, for example, ADA. Solana didn't really. And Solana also in the days before the recovery now, and it recovered as well, don't get me wrong, but in the days before the recovery, Solana was sold off significantly, coming down all the way to $39.86. So for now, I leave this impulsive move to the downside on the chart. It could even evolve into something like some kind of an ending diagonal pattern here, which then would basically allow a slight overlap of a wave 1 and a wave 4. Would though be a bit of a weird one, this diagonal, but yeah, at the moment all possible. Therefore I leave it on the chart, and as long as we don't significantly move higher here in this kind of wave 4, which then probably wouldn't be a wave 4 anymore, I would like to keep this wave count on the chart. So therefore we would now expect a move down in a wave 5 primarily, but a few different scenarios can unfold here now. And if we see some more upside generally in crypto, I would say probably Solana will also move into a different pattern here. And that alternative pattern would then be, as I've done it for, I think for ETH, is it? Would need to double check. I think for ETH, I've got this kind of larger triangle pattern here. And this could then indicate that we're actually in a larger triangle for Solana, that this here will actually be something like an A, B, C, D, E triangle, bit of a longer one. So overall, the wave count could look like here, wave A, coming down in a wave B, moving up in a wave C, down D and E to the upside. So this is something that will probably become clearer in the next few days. Yeah, and then we will see which scenario we've got on the table. In this scenario, the wave C, yeah, which would then be in this scenario currently the wave which is currently going up, yeah, this can actually move up quite a bit. This can move all the way up to, if it wants to around $59, and it would still be a valid triangle. So yeah, no, this is currently how I see it. But this is now unfolding and we won't really know. Only if we really break above that $59 level, then it's probably something like a what the other cryptos are doing as well, a WXY pattern, where in the wave Y we could actually reach this area here. Yeah, this is basically the other alternative, where we could get into the region between 60 and 68 US dollars. So why is this area relevant? Well, because we can catch the retracements of that wave 3 or the wave 4 retracement, right? Because this here came down in a wave 3. We might now still be in a wave 4. Maybe the wave 4 is complete. Currently looks like it is already complete and we are in this wave down already. But if it's not complete, then we could still move higher into this area between the 38.2% FIB level at $60 and the 50% FIB level at $68. So that is all on the table at the moment, because we are still in this wave 4 and we are really, it's not that clear anymore that this is an impulsive wave down. So we need to be a bit careful and just need to observe this here, and I think it will become clear maybe already tomorrow, and of course I'll keep you updated. Now everything in here is still part of a corrective pattern, even if we move all the way up to, as I said, to $69. We need to be careful that we then don't interpret this as too bullish. Only a move above that would increase the chances that the overall low was already in, that the overall correction is over. But that would need to be coupled with the correct chart structure, so an impulsive move up. What we would want to see as well is some indicators turn bullish, and we also would want to see we also would want to see some volume come in. Yeah, we need to see some additional volume, which would indicate that it's also enough to carry the trend into the new direction. And yeah, as I said, of course I'll keep you updated. At the moment there is no reason to panic. At the moment it's still all pointing down, but what you can see here, this larger area in orange between $55 and $30, this is the overall target area for this overall correction to the downside. We've been talking about this target area for a long time now, and we have finally got into it. I mean, who would have thought we finally really get into this area between 30 and 55? I mean, 55 I found really realistic, but 30 was really a bit unrealistic, but it was still part of the target area. But anyway, this was the area of this larger correction to the downside. We reached it, and from here Solana can now at any point in time move up. So there is no need actually to reach this light blue area down here below between $20 and $33. This is, by the way, based on the lower time frame wave count here, 1 2 3 4 5, where we would expect the wave 5 to reach this blue area. This is sort of the smaller time scale scenario where actually we can calculate that with a higher probability the price might drop into this area compared to the higher level wave count target area here, which was reached. But now specifying it further, calculating it further, we can see that the price should, if this scenario is working out, this imminent downtrending scenario, which is sort of still on the table, that we are going to reach this area between $20 and $32. After the overall correction is complete, we would expect Solana, of course, to turn back to the upside and to start to move to new all-time highs. But this will not move in one move. This will take a long time to get there. However, here my view is primarily still that the low is not yet in, that we will see one last leg down, one lower low, but we all need to understand that there is a potential, because we have reached this overall target area, that the correction is already finished. But at the moment the bullish signals for that are still too weak, and I will keep you updated definitely about the development here in the next few days. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.